It was a long weekend for concert goers at this year's Stack Rock Festival, where mass riots broke out during the nights of the festival's second day. The three-day Rock Out Music Festival consisted of prominent rock and metal acts whose harsh music content is thought to be the reason why the festival's rowdiness turned anarchic. I am CBA's news correspondent Derek Banks, and I have this report. Music festivals are like a social event, allowing people to meet and connect with others through their similar music tastes, but not as this year's Stack Rock Festival, where the festival took a turn for the worse. The festival had a smooth and energetic first day that started at 6 PM on Friday the 13th, with Incubus opening for the crowd of 60,000 people. That was until Saturday, as dusk fell when the heavy metal band Slipknot took to the stage. Their set was nearing to a close as the current havoc was starting to intensify as the group belted out their notable single, Spit It Out, a song which has violent connotations and misanthropic themes. It wasn't long until the raucous masses started to tear down wooden boards in the area and setting them on fire whilst throwing trash and clothes into the blazes, forcing the band, as well as the upcoming bands, to cancel their sets. Firefighters rushed to the scene to fight the blazes, whilst local police struggled to take over the worsening situation. We had a chance to speak to Robert Gill, the bassist of the metal band, the days following, asking for his opinion of the cancellation of the performance due to the riots.
In our 6 years of touring and playing at festivals, having a wild crowd is something to be expected. Things are going to get trashed and people are going to get hurt. But never, in my years as a bassist, have I experienced such barbarity like what Star Rock got into, and to the extent which bands like us didn't even get the chance to play. It's not fair. We've put in a lot of preparation to get into these events, and we were feeling great to perform at the weekend. But things just don't work out.
There was a much bigger lineup of metal acts at this year's Stack Rock Festival, and people have been saying that that's the reason why the violence broke out with bands like Slipknot, playing whose music content gives an impression that seems to market aggression. What are your thoughts on that?
To be honest, I don't think that's true. The metal bands like Slipknot who have played at Stack Rock may have songs that express feelings of anger and hatred, but that does not mean they're literally telling people to go and cause chaos and hurt others.
So, then what do you think caused the damage?
I'm not going to lay the blame on anybody or anything. There's so many factors to consider. But I did hear that the food and beverages were pretty pricey. Having that combined with alcohol-fueled young adults, probably on God knows what, ecstasy, drugs, whatever, and all the other things as well, you really don't know what's going to happen.
12 hours later on Sunday morning, this is what's left. An endless panorama of scattered trash, upturned cars, and disappointed fans.
The Stack Rock was all about money. I mean, people literally got so broke that they started to steal or hurt somebody.
It was a complete disaster last night. With the amount of ecstasy and acid going around, there was just no sense of any sanity.
I don't think it was a good idea to bring bands like Slipknot coming to perform and expecting people to stay calm and not get out of control.
The underlying reason to why the festival came to a shambles is still unclear. The chosen line of metal acts such as Slipknot have been blamed for provoking the aggression of young male audiences, whereas prices for food and drink items from festival caterers has its fair share of aggravating hungry and thirsty audience members. Whether if any of these reasons had to do with the events that happened on Saturday night, could this lead to the end of Stack Rock, or is this just a bleak incident to look back on? Derek Banks, CBA News.